Go select.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of my topic videos. Tonight I'm joined by a good friend of mine, my old buddy Bill Mack here. We're going to talk about the lack of jobs in America. And a few years back, I was laid off from work, not fired, laid off, and I had to draw unemployment. I said, okay, I'll draw it for a couple of months or so and get back to work. But I came to realize that finding a job was very difficult because the unemployment office, they got you searching for jobs every week. You got to give them the facts about it, and I could not find a job. And it was 2 years of fun employment, but I was also just worried. I couldn't get back to work, and what if I don't find a job? My unemployment money runs out, so on and so forth. And then there was a situation where about a year into my unemployment, they sent me a letter and said, or email, they said, and snail mail, they said, your unemployment benefits will expire in 2 weeks, just out the blue. I said, what happened? And I said, shit, I ain't got no job. I don't know what to do. So I went to eBay and I sold my truck. Because at the time I had my Mustang and I had my truck. I said, I'm just going to let the truck go, sell the truck. That way I have some money in the bank. And so I sold the truck, got the money. And then I got another letter, email, and snail mail from unemployment office saying, hey, you've been approved for 6 more months of unemployment. I said, what? And I just sold my truck. And I regret that to this day, selling my backup vehicle. But I thought my unemployment should run out. I got approved for some kind of Obama extension or something, no pun intended, about, like the penis. It was like, you got approved for Obama extension. I'm like, oh, my dick won't get bigger. And I was like, okay. So that was fun. But yeah, what happened was, I live in a small county, small town, and my job was just, they're basically going out of business. They said, we're going to give you some layoff papers so you can get unemployment. That year, I was going to, this happened back in 2009. I was going to get married. I was dating that beautiful girl named Destiny with the 2 kids. I was in love with her. We were talking about we were going to get married that year because she was like, if you want it, you should have put a ring on it. And I said, okay. And then I sent her a Google image of a wedding ring. I said, hey, I got you a ring. And she was all excited. And I was going to get her one at the pawn shop. And then we were in love. Everything was cool. And then I got laid off from work. 2 weeks later, she broke up with me. She said, it ain't got nothing to do with you losing your job or nothing. I just don't think we have, a good civil discourse anymore. I said, what? I said, you just leaving me because I got laid off. And it's not my fault. And see, and I understand that. She's just looking for a man with money and security because she has kids. I totally get that. But it kind of hurt my heart. And, it was just frustrating at the time. I lost my job, lost the girlfriend a couple of weeks later. And then it just sucked. And I had to get over that. I couldn't enjoy my unemployment because I had to get over her. And that's when I discovered, ways of getting over her. And I got back into my good morals and stuff like that. I had to get over her. And then I had to deal with the political madness out here. No jobs. And I was looking every week. And at the same time, I was hanging out with Bill. And we were having a good time with my money, my unemployment money, because that's money that you've earned through the years. And see, that's why I don't have a problem when people say, well, Democrats are a handout. That's not true because there ain't no jobs. People get laid off, and sometimes they need assistance, as in my case and Bill's case later on. And that's what happened. So I was, using my own money, my unemployment benefits, and trying to get by. In the meantime, though, I was going to Applebee's and hanging out with Bill, going to TNA, all kinds of stuff. I think TNA was before that, but we had some good times there because my second year of unemployment, Bill and we didn't talk because he was busy doing his thing. He was going through the marrying step, almost getting married steps during that point. But unemployment is you're lucky if you can get it, etc. But it's a scary thing because you're always dealing with uncertainty. Like, when am I going to get a job? What's going to happen to me? Oh, I don't want to work here. I don't want to work there, but I should take the job because there's nothing else, and things like that. And luckily for me, towards the end of my unemployment, I finally got a job. Now, I was working part-time from here and there, but I couldn't find nothing solid. And I finally got a job, a solid job back in 2012. I've been with that company 4 years, almost 4.5 years now. And I don't make as much money as I used to, but I'm just thankful to have stability and income and really appreciative of having the job. This comes from somebody that actually went through it. You know, oh, my camera's freezing up. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah, dude.
Look. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Live. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm here. I'm here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
Can't hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm having some network issues here. I didn't think Bill can hear me. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about that malfunction there, but you pretty much got my side of the story. And the one thing about losing my job and getting another one finally was you have a deep appreciation for my job, for having a job rather. And when I started working under my supervisor and my coworkers and stuff, they were kind of like assholes and stuff some days. And they said, "Brandon, you're always nice and humble. Why is that?" I said, "Dude, you draw unemployment for 2 years and go back to work. I said, "I'm just thankful to have a job, man. Shit, it's rough out there in the economy. It's tough. It is hard." So great appreciation for having a job again and keeping the lights on. And you really appreciate that stuff. It's like losing your first love and then you finally get her back. You appreciate it in different ways and stuff like that. And now we're going to get Bill's story perspective.
Oh, well, dude, I agree with you. Jobs have been very difficult over the last few years to get. You know, the economy has gone down more. No matter who's been president, it's just steadily gone down. You know, and it kind of hurts when you got incentives to help you out, especially when you're down. That's good, and what everybody always, no matter which party it is, always talks about. You know, they'll help this and they'll help that, but they never really do. Makes it hard on the working class. I think they have it the worst is because you try hard to have stuff and really you end up doing nothing but just paying your bills and able to. But I didn't never really have a problem too much. I worked basically for a couple companies for good first 16 years after I got out of school. Worked pretty good, enjoyed it. One thing I learned was the more you create bills, the more money you're going to have to make to pay them. I was barely making it above water, as you could say. When I wanted to get something from time to time, I got it. It was very rare that I got it, but I did get it. So, you know, I was satisfied with that. Then something happened at the first of the year, around the first of the year, and I found myself, well, basically without a job. And, you know, and I heard about unemployment, and, you know, I know that you had been through that and try to get the points of view, but myself, it was just very different because the statutes that they have for unemployment now is a lot different than when you did yours. And, you know, they keep getting more strict and strict as time goes on. You know, very difficult because you go from making, let's say a person makes $1,500 a month, okay? Get that and turn it around, and that person is end up going to make anywhere between going $1,500 a month to maybe $720. You're cutting in half of your check as what they're giving you, and you're not really getting enough a week to help out. That's difficult. You know, that person average out what, $165 you would say every week. You can't make a living off of that. There's no way you can't do it. You know, and so, you know, that's just life in its own. And me, I just don't really care too much about it. I was 3 months, no work. But you have to go out and find all these jobs, all these resumes, go online, go in application, and they give you these unrealistic things of wanting you to have to basically work, you know, or these contacts for you to continue getting it. But, you know, my situation personally, I should have got my job back with the company. I didn't pursue any legal action to it. I tried to go on and make the best of it. Very hard. But then, you know, most recently I got another job. Very satisfied with the job. Life is so much easier when you are working. It's a drag when you don't. You're home. You know, you're not really going anywhere. You're not feeling productive. You're not making any money. And unless you do little side jobs, you don't really get to make any kind of money because you're no longer working, no longer contributing to society, and it makes you feel less you're worth yourself when you're not working and when you do. So I'm very glad that I had to go through this period. I wouldn't have known what to do if I was dating someone or engaged to someone had this happen. So
Bill, I want to add to that because I lost my job. I lost my girlfriend 2 weeks later. So I couldn't find another girlfriend during the unemployment period at first. Now,
right.
A year later, I met all kinds of women off Plenty of Fish, but nothing stick. But it was very difficult because I lost my girlfriend. I was going through a depression. I didn't have a job. And then when I tried to meet somebody new, I couldn't use the #1 pickup line. Hey, I have a job. I couldn't say that anymore. I had to say, well, I'm drawing unemployment right now, and I'll be back. It wasn't my fault. I was laid off.
Right.
Things like that. So I had to get over my ex on my own, which I'm glad that happened now. It made my skin thicker and made me a little bit stronger inside and so forth. But it's hard losing a woman and a job because nobody wants to date you because you don't have a job, and you're going through a depression. You're going through 2 depressions. I don't have a job. I don't have my honey bunny anymore.
Right.
I had to learn to be happy on my own and so on. But as you guys know, but I just wanted to throw that in there right quick. And Bill, who got you a job, man? Somebody help you out or what? What happened?
Yeah, man, I had this dude. You know, I've known him for a little while. You know, quite a few years now, and I quote unquote called him the Vince McMahon of promotion. Pretty cool guy, known for a long time, you know, and whatnot.
You talking about that old bozo Brandon Gregg? Y'all know I know him.
That old Brandon Gregg. People don't know him, but yeah, it's just you know, promotion, man. It's promotion, staying after. Yeah, man, and I went and talked to the dude. He kind of liked what I had to say, and you know, and with some more pushing, kind of eventually got the job. Very appreciative of it. You know, and all that, I've enjoyed it since. Though it's you know, a change in scenery, change of a lot of stuff, but it's a rewarding change, a refreshing change than what I've been doing. And actually, I think this will be a lot more helpful to me than I would have had to deal with before. You know, so that's just the way I feel about it, man. But I really do. I really do appreciate everything.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You do it for me if the situations were opposite. But to have an unemployment, dealing with uncertainty, did it make you feel real depressed too? Did you worry a lot? I know I did at first.
Yeah. So you know, it makes all kinds of worries on you when you're trying to do that. It really does, man.
Well, I'm glad. Well, we're both back working, and we're very appreciative and thankful for it. And so I don't think Trump, if we get a Trump presidency, I don't think he's going to create that jobs. A lot of times people fight on the left and right, but if you keep your eyes closed and nothing happens. Like, if you really think about it, the past 15 years, if you don't watch politics, you're not into it, nothing's really happened. You don't really notice anything. You know, I mean, little things happen, like, you know, Obama breaking up the big banks. That didn't happen, but he broke up like 2% or something of it or whatever. Just little stuff you don't really notice unless you pay detail. My point is, if you're on either side and you just keep your eyes closed, ears closed, you don't even notice anything happening. Nothing's really changed. There's always going to be. I think we're always going to be in a struggle to find good paying jobs here in America. It's just. It might have slowly increased and slowly decreased. I don't think there's going to be a big significant change there. So that's why I'm very, we're both very lucky and happy and thankful to be back working and have a job. They're so hard to get. The two things that's hard to get is a girlfriend and a job. They're so hard. You know.
Seriously, dude, I got you. I mean, seriously, really, dude. I mean, it is seriously a good thing when you can find that job, and like I said, when things start to fall in line, because they may be seriously off the wreck for a little while, but then the epic thing is when you get that job, you know, and you be able to hit it up and get that job. I mean, that's just what it is, man. I mean, it's nothing worse. It's just like, you know, bugs when they get in like spider and walk with spider legs and they just crawling up and you feel like they're crawling all over you. You know, I mean, it's that jittery feeling.
Yeah, it's like your skin's crawling, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, the point of this video is we wanted to tell you from two guys that actually went through unemployment and had to go through hard times. You know what America's like. You know, what's it like to lose your job and stuff. And we're close to homelessness. I mean, you see them guys with the cardboard paper are homeless and shit. You're almost close. I mean, my house is paid for, but I wouldn't have had no electricity. I mean, it's some scary stuff, and we just wanted to. If you have here's my little bit of advice. If you have a job, you might complain about your wages and so on and so forth. But I just would be more like just thankful you have a job in this day and time, because they're just as hard to get as a fucking decent girlfriend worth sticking your dick in. It's jelly then peanut butter. But I'm just saying, take a second look. You know, if you really complain about your job and your salary, really think about that. I mean, just be thankful that you got a job. You could be like, well, I'm thankful I have a job, but, you know, phrase it that way.
Exactly. You got to have that positive thing about it, man. People complain about their jobs, but there's nothing worse than that.
Yeah, one more thing. Don't ever quit your job unless you have another job lined up or you got somebody to take care of you. I'm telling you, it's like a girlfriend. You might take that girlfriend for granted, but the minute you lose her, it's going to be hard as fuck to find another one. It's going to take years to find one. Mm-hmm. I've been single 3 years now, but that's by choice mostly, because I've been, you know, practicing my faith and improving myself. You know. Right. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself? And, you know, stuff like that. I'm just being careful because I'm traditional to marry the right woman, do it the correct way. And if she can't do that, then fuck it. But I'm happy as I could be with the way things are going, and just thankful I have a job first and foremost. Don't quit your job. Look for another job first. You just going to have to do what you got to do. Just make sure you're getting some income. Just make sure you're getting some income. I'm telling you, because it's tough. I mean, to find a job, and if you do find a job, it might be less pay. I mean, there's a lot of factors to consider, a lot of obstacles. You know, it's not like you can just go out and find another good job. So just be prepared, be mindful, watchful, be a little bit nicer to your supervisor, even though he might be a prick. Just do what you got to do, play your cards right, go with the work politics, do what you got to do. If your supervisor's a Trump supporter, just don't talk about politics. Just don't talk about it at all. You know, I got some trouble at work one time. Everybody turned against me or prejudiced towards me when they found out I was, you know, practicing a different faith that wasn't their faith or whatever. And I felt uncomfortable. People wouldn't speak. I felt like a black person. People were just very prejudiced towards me. So don't discuss politics and religion at work unless everybody's on the same team, I guess you can say. Just a little bit of advice for you. Everyone close this by getting some of Bill's statements here.
Dude, totally agree with you. I totally agree with you 100%. It's just all about.
Joe Biden agrees with me. My Joe Biden agrees with me. Absolutely right, sir.
Yeah,
it's true though. It's true though.
Sometimes the man in the red shirt can agree. Yeah, dude, it's just the fact that no matter who people understand about politics, don't, when it comes to jobs, don't really it doesn't really go together, because no matter whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever, jobs are still going to be hard to come by. The economy is still going to be going the way it's going, and you just have hope for whoever gets in there. I don't care who's in there, as long as if jobs can be open and things be a lot easier, I'm all for it. It's just knowing that that's what's going to happen, and knowing that you're basically going to be there without it. But like I said too, dude, it's hard when you are in a relationship or married and you lose your job. I can only imagine. I'm just very blessed that I have someone who you know, that at the time I didn't have to worry about that. Now I'm by myself. I only felt the brunt of it. That other person didn't have to. So
that's the thing I argued with my ex about. I said, we're supposed to stick together through the good times and the bad times. You're just going to abandon me? I thought we were tag team. It's a team effort. You know, the man don't have to take care of everything. I prefer to, but at the end of the day, we're a team. We work together. But she straight up abandoned me. Oh, he don't have a job. Don't talk to him. You know, and I get that. That's the harsh reality, and that's just how certain people are.
Exactly.
Like I said, I don't blame her now because she had kids and she's looking for security. I completely understand why she does it. That's my problem. The more I understand somebody, the less I hate them. I don't hate nobody. I don't even hate Trump. I don't even hate Trump because the more I watch Trump, I'm like, okay, I understand. He's just stupid. He's an asshole. You can't hate somebody once you understand them. That's why I don't try not to watch Trump. I'm like, oh, okay, that was funny, but he's just a retard. He ain't a threat. But you know, when you want people fear, when you understand something, you kind of you don't hate it. You know.
Right, and that's true, man.
But yeah,
I get that, dude. You know,
be a crayon in life. Be your own crayon. Be your own crayon. Don't be just a clone. Be your own color crayon. Don't be a narcissist. No. Don't be a crayon and don't be a narcissist.
Well, you got to be a jack of all trades, man. You got to be able to do a lot, man.
Don't be Bernie Sanders Santa Claus either. You got Bernie Sanders Santa Claus, and you got the narcissist, and then you got the liar. You know.
I understand.
Hashtag free stuff. The only thing free is school. That's work. You have to keep your grades up, or they'll kick you out. Right. College free, yeah, but that's work. That ain't fun unless you have a passion for something.
Yeah, exactly.
With some in college, girl.
It's just horrible, man. The economy's all horrible altogether, man. No matter what party you are, we can agree on that because you're just not going to be able to get those. I mean, you know, it's like working at McDonald's and working at place, and that's why I said nothing against that, man. But that's not something you want to plan to have in your future. I mean, I know you got to have a job, but that's not something you want to set long term with it. But I totally agree with you, dude. 100% with that. You know, I really do, man. It's just a difficult thing to handle. I mean, I do, because it's always if my philosophy is, hey, it's hashtag bill or bust, one way or the other. I mean, you got to have it all or you don't go in and out. You know, just my saying.
We lost Bernie, so it's either bill or bust now, man.
That's bill
or bust.
That's the hashtag of the day, dude. People hashtag bill or bust. I mean, that's the way to go for it. I mean,
that'd be a good show. That'd be a good show for Bill, or a playlist, Bill or Bust. You know, that's sketchy, man. I like that. You know, Bill or Bust.
Of course.
Like Bill Clinton said, "Bust a nut." They talking Bill Clinton raped and murdered women back in the '90s. Man,
hey, he didn't have sexual relations with that woman.
But he did have sexual relations. That's personal issues. And Bernie Sanders campaign, we are a clean issue-focused campaign. We don't care who you slept with. If you got AIDS, we don't care. That's personal. What we care about is an issue-focused campaign. That's what matters. Anyway, we're out, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking crazy. So point is, keep your goddamn job. Do what you got to do. Just make sure you got some kind of income coming. I don't care if you sell drugs. Do whatever you got to do. Just make sure you got some income coming in, or you will pay for it. Because the girlfriend, 9 times out of 10, it's not teamwork. She ain't gonna stick with you. Maybe if you're married and got kids, yeah, she'll help tag team it. But just you got to watch your own ass.
That's right.
It's a tough, cruel world full of booby traps, and you got to get that job and just look out for yourself.
That's right. I agree, man.
Just be thankful and appreciative. But don't give away stuff. Don't be too humble and nice. Just look out for you.
And that hashtag is what, man? What's that hashtag we always throw it?
Burn with Bernie, yeah. Bill or bust. like my good connections in the YouTube community, like my boy Jimmy Dore says, don't freak out and feel the motherfucking burn. Bill or bust.
That's right. That's right. Hashtag flash sale.